bros, just check what I got. Case for battery pack for my always drive Chinese electric skateboard, so new episodes will come shortly. And inside, of course, we've got BMS and battery pack. The thing is that you ask me many times what solder ion I'm using and which one I can recommend. For me, the best one is TS100. Small, light, quite advanced. We've got built-in OLED screen, we can easily change the temperature, we can change the firmware because we've got USB on the back. It has even built-in accelerometer, so it knows when you are using it, and it's kind of powerful, up to 65 watts. But last days is kind of hard to buy it because not many shops sell it anymore. But on the SEQURE we've got copy of this TS100. It's called SQ-001. In the box we'll find manuals in English, stand, 3 spar screws and hex key, jack 5.5mm to XT60 adapter, one tip. It's super easy to change the tip, and we've got many other different types, so everyone will find the best one for their use. And of course SQ-001 solder ion. So this one looks the same like Legend TS100. It's almost the same. Check this one out. It's even cheaper. Let's crank it if it works. Not too hard, just delicately. And it's pretty done. But before first use, I do recommend change the firmware because you will have some extra features. At first, plug USB to your PC. Now hold A button and plug USB into the solder ion. Now we are in DFU mode and we can upload the file on this drive which you see on your PC. And that's it. I recommend to use file from TS100, of course hex file. When you will do it, just connect LiPo to the adapter and jack to the solder ion, and we are in. So yeah, everything is working out of the box. It's super easy to use it. Just click on A button to heat up the tip, and as you can see, it's working quite nice. You can see even the watt power. You can see the input voltage, temperature of the tip, and this is the timer in the top right corner. So if I will not move the solder ion, then it will go to sleep after 40 seconds, but when I move it a little bit, check this one out, it's resetted. So this is the best stuff for newbies and pros. 370 degrees, no problem, it's heating up rapidly. If you would like to change some settings, just click on B button and we are in some extra menu. We can change so many things, literally. I will not go through all this because there is already plenty of videos about this solder ion and TS100. Also, you can find all info in manuals, but I will show you, I think, the most important upgrade, because some newbies could have problem with using it because, as I showed you, you have to use some powerful battery, like in this case LiPo, which is not the safest battery ever, this is true, and you need some special charger to charge the LiPo. Of course, you can use some simple power supply, like in this case 12 volts, 1.5 amps. Most of them go to the standard jack 5.5mm, but this is still extra stuff which you have to store it somewhere. But what about simple USB chargers to power up solder ion, and not only? This one is Qualcomm QC30, so on the output we can expect even 12 volts and 1.5 amps, which is around 18 watt. But this one is like Kraken mode. USB-C PD. On the output we can get even 120 watt, so it's around 20 volts over 5 amps. So those two can easily power up solder ion, and let me show you how to do it. You need something called USB trigger. It triggers, it's forcing USB charger to work with chosen voltage. Here you got triggers in 3 different sizes. This biggest one is the most, let's say, advanced and easiest to use, because over here we can see what voltage is on the output, and we can easily change it by clicking on these 2 buttons. So as you can see, we've got 4 stages on the voltage. This one can handle, I think, not more than 50 watts, so it's not crazy powerful, but in many cases it will do the job. How it works: just place this one into USB charger, then set the correct voltage, and over here you have to connect some kind of adapter, like in my case from USB to XT60, and this one will fit to this adapter which come with the solder ion. So just place it like this and it's pretty done. On daily basis I'm using this tiny one. Actually, this is my favorite. You can see the difference in size. This one is like super tiny compared to this one, and it can handle even over 100 watt. The con is that we cannot easily change the output voltage. Over here we can change like from 20 volts in this case to 15 volts, but you have to resolder those tiny pins, so I do recommend just buy this one with already prepared output voltage. Always from USB charger you can expect 5 volts on the output, but when I connect USB trigger and by clicking once on the higher voltage output, I can increase the voltage to 9 volts. Once more and we should expect 12 volts. And we've got 12 volts on the output once again, and we've got 20 volts because this is PD charger. So we can expect even 20 volts on the output and over 5 amps from this Kraken. All links in description. Just always before you connect any other item to the output voltage, be sure that it will work with the chosen voltage. That's why I love to use this tiny one, because I know always what will be the output voltage. And the thing is that even if you will choose 20 volts like in this case, and if you will connect to QC charger, not to PD, so QC can only deliver not more than 12 volts, then, oh come on, this one got even gyroscope, check this one out, this matter. Then on the output you will get maximally 12 volts, you cannot get any 20 volts. So in many cases the simple QC charger will do the job, because on the output we can expect 12 volts, which is used in many different items, like simple solder iron, some small cameras, some bigger cameras, and many other things which need that kind of big power supply. But torque is cheap. Let's check it if those two will be powerful enough to power up the solder iron. So my adapter is going over here, and moment of truth. Let's heat it up. Check this one out. It's working quite nice. So it's also kind of precise, because it's showing over here 16 watts and also over here. And we've got already 150 degrees, so it's really not bad, because we are using simple USB charger with QC30. Yeah, 370 degree. It was kind of fast. So yeah, you don't need to use something like this, or even something a little bit more crazy like LiPo. So that was kind of slow QC charger. What about PD charger? It should heat up the tip rapidly. On my TS100 I got a little bit bigger tip, so it should be a little bit harder for the solder iron to heat it up by using PD, but let's check it. So many wires is getting crazy, but I want to show you something. Check this USB-C wire. It shows how many watts you are using, because it has built-in OLED screen. This is crazy. Let's increase power limit on my TS100 to 65 watt. Let's switch to 20 volts. And full throttle, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Check this one out. It heats up the tip quite fast, and on this USB-C wire we see the used voltage. Yeah, and we already got 330 degrees. Let's increase it to like 350. But yeah, that was rapid fire, isn't it? This thing is awesome. I'm pretty sure now it will be much easier to use those solder irons, because you don't have to use any kind of Lion batteries, which are really poop sometimes, or some big power supplies. You need simple USB charger and USB trigger. Trigger costs like $4, QC charger costs like $10, or you can use it this one which came with a smartphone, because in many cases this is QC30. So you have some super nice tiny power supply which can be used in many different cases. So if you have any question, bros, just leave it in comment section. I will back to you and try to help. And these ones are really the best for newbies and pros. Actually, if you are pro, then you know that this stuff is great. There is so many different tips, and we've got built-in accelerometer. So this one is really advanced. It's like Tesla in all those solder irons. I love this stuff. I've been using it for like 3 years now. No problems, no issues, just full power all the time, and it's working great. I even been able to solder some big 8 AVG wires. Of course, it will take a while. If I will change the tip, it will be faster, but in daily basis, I'm using this tip. I have no idea what is the tip, but I link it in description, or you can now see the name on the screen. This is the best stuff. Of course, this tiny tip, is it hot? No. It's great for some tiny wires, actually tiny weld spots, but this one is good in any cases. Tiny spots, bigger spots, black hole spots, no idea. Great stuff.